Welcome to Merv Griffin's Crosswords. Buddy Judge, a composer from California, and Chace, a scientist also from California. Thank you, and welcome to Merv Griffin's Crosswords. Time's good enough of. Now we have two solvers for today. Buddy Judge is here from California. He's like making some music. He has to go visit the music or going to for the talent show and then stuff like funny stuff. Making funny stuff. Welcome. Chace is here from California. She's like going to get the history. Yes, like you're going to the scientist, maybe going to science fair and stuff. Her making science fair like welcome to both. Like the game is played, first play with the buzzer, correct answer and the correct spelling earns cash. And if you get it wrong, we set your about score and your opponent making a shot at it. You both ready? Yes? Yes indeed. Well, let's do crosswords. Here's a look at their puzzle to complete today. Hands on buzzers, good luck to your both. Here's our first clue. 6 letters, $100, film again as a video scene. Chess. Retape, R-E-T-A-P-E. Retape is correct. Okay, here's your next clue. 5 letters, $100. Manager, cruise ship executive. Buddy. Hotel, H-O-T-E-L. Hotel is correct. Here's your next clue. 4 letters, $100. Skip or drop. Buddy. No, sorry, buddy. Chess. Omit, O-M-I-T. Omit. Okay, here's your next clue. 8 letters, $150. Keep off a varsity team for anger for a year. This is a tricky one. Red shirt. Red shirt on that one. Okay, here's your next clue. 5 letters, $100. Touches down the plane. Chess. Lands, L-A-N-D-S. Lands is correct. Here's your next clue. 5 letters, $100. Ancient Elena, perhaps. Buddy. Anel, A-N-E-L-E. Anel is correct. Our next clue. 5 letters, $100. Mexican refried food. Buddy. Beans. B-E-A-N-S. Beans, yes. Okay, here's your next clue. 10 letters, $50. Addicted, uncontrolled. Buddy is enslaved. I-S-E-N-S-L-A-V-E-D. Is enslaved is correct. And you also discovered the crossword extra, which includes only Buddy answer. Now, Buddy, since you have, how much you want to risk? Let's go for $500. $500, Buddy. Here we go. 3 letters. Woman can find team in the world. Men, M-E-N. Men gives you $850. Back to our puzzle. Here's your next clue. 5 letters, $200. Who doesn't win very rolls? Buddy. Later, L-A-T-E-R. No, sorry, Buddy. Chaz? No, sorry, Chace. Was loser. Loser on that one. Here's your next clue. 5 letters, $200. Town featured in Roger and Me. Buddy. Flint. F-L-I-N-T. Flint. Yes. Here's your next clue. 3 letters. Piece of a football gear. Buddy. I don't know. No, sorry. We're looking for pad. Pad on that one. That's the end of a round. The score, sir. Chance is 0, Buddy, in the lead of $800. But our spoilers lurking in the shadows. Right back. If you live in Los Angeles or plan to visit, contestant on Merv Griffin's Crosswords. Welcome back to Merv Griffin's Crosswords. On the ready for his ground Chase, who has 0, Buddy in the lead of $800. But here comes to protect those podiums. comes trouble. Say hello to your spoilers. Aaron, Steve, and Gary. Four letters, $200. Cut grain or chop pear. Buddy. Reap, R-E-A-P. Reap is correct. Okay, here's your next clue. Four letters, $200. Haul part of a hospital up. Chess. Draw, D-R-A-W. Draw is correct. Here's your next clue. Four letters, $200. Chess. Alec, A-L-E-C. Alex, correct. Protect that, buddy, because Aaron's breathing down your neck. Okay, here's your next clue. Five letters, $200. Flying techno crane. Chess. Drone. D-R-O-N-E. Drone is correct. Our next clue. Six letters, $200. Grant to claim to. Chess. Remise. R-E-M-I-S-E. Remise is correct. Okay, here's your next clue. Five letters, $200. Stir and cut. Blank. Chess. Anik. A-N-I-C-K. Anik is correct. The next clue. Eight letters, $300. Craft room or studio. Buddy. A workshop. W-O-R-K-S-H-O-P. The workshop is correct. Here's your next clue. Letters to a blanket cat. Chess. Skin S-K-I-N-A. Skin is correct. Okay, here's your next clue. Five letters, $200. Hole in a tub. Buddy. Drain. D-R-A-I-N. Drain is correct. Okay, here's your next clue. Three letters, dollars. Chess. Bat. B-A-T. Bat is correct. Okay, here's your next clue. 10 letters, $300. Transported by ship, cargo, or cruise ship. For example. Buddy. At Seaborn. A-T-S-E-A-B-O-R-N-E. At Seaborn is correct. And you also discovered the crossword extra, which includes only Buddy may answer. Now, Buddy, since you have how much you want to risk? $500. $500. You go for $500. Five letters. The banjo lesson painter Henry O. Blank. Buddy, sorry, minus 500. Looking was Tanner. Tanner on that one. Henry O. Tanner. All right, here's your next clue. Four letters, $200. No ifs or buts. Buddy. Ands, A-N-D-S. Ands is correct. Here's next clue. Three letters, $100. Good enough to join. Chess. Fit, F-I-T. Way to protect that party because Steve is breathing down your neck. Here's your next clue. Four letters, $20. Check a blank. Buddy. Filet, F-I-L-A. Chick-a-filet, yes. Because Gary's breathing down your neck. Here's your next clue. Four letters, $100. Country pop singer Jackson. Aaron with a chance spoil. Alan. Glenn, G-L-E-N. No, sorry, Aaron. Locked off for now. You can get back to the game. Someone else spoils, get your chance to answer. Looking was Alan. Alan on that one. Okay, here's your next clue. Four letters, $100 around. Steve, get your chance to spoil. I-T-E-M. Item. No, sorry, Steve. You locked out for now as well. Looking was Inac. That's the end of a round. Scores are Buddy at $1,700, Chaz $1,400. We'll recite this break.